Today, we're going to talk about the top 3 ways to make $100 a day. Welcome to the video, guys. So today I'm going to identify the top 3 ways that I think you should approach business here in 2018 if you're broke and you're looking to make $100 a day. Now, these are typically going to be, starter ideas, but they are the best businesses to start if you're broke and you're looking for, not a quick fix, because I hate that term, but basically looking to get started in entrepreneurship or online business, and you're looking for some guidance. So first and foremost, we're gonna get it out of the way, is obviously Fiverr and Upwork. Now, this is short and sweet. I'm sure that a lot of us know what Fiverr and Upwork are, but you can hop on Fiverr, you can hop on Upwork and sell Upwork, I don't know what Upwork is, and sell your skills or, something you're good at essentially for, set prices. So on Upwork, you're basically a freelancer, obviously. On Fiverr, you're gonna sell it typically for about $5. Now, you're gonna sell it for $5 when you're initially ranking and getting started, but then obviously as you get more customers, more reviews, and so on and so forth, you'll be able to start selling it for a little bit higher, have more add-ons. Now, I have an entire course on Fiverr. I'm not trying to sell you on that. I'm not trying to sell you on anything in this video. It's just pure knowledge, pure recommendations. I wanna help you and I wanna see you succeed because I've been in your position before and I know how it feels. So you just need a little bit of guidance. So Fiverr, you can hop on. Maybe you're good at SEO. Maybe you're good at you know a lot about YouTube, and you can help rank YouTube videos. Maybe you understand how to search for the best tags that are going to help a certain video rank. There's literally anything that you can sell on Fiverr. If you have a skill, if you have an expertise, you can sell it on these online platforms. People like myself and other businesses and just other entrepreneurs in general go to these 2 platforms probably more than anything else in the world. And they look for people and they search these every single day looking for skills that they can find, and people that will do them for them. So Fiverr and Upwork, I would suggest hop on there and start selling your time as a freelancer. It's not hard to make $100 a day. That's literally, relatively easy to do if you get on there and you post a lot of different skills and you start putting in the time. Now, obviously, it's like exponential. So I think you're looking at it this way. It's like exponential. So you might start a little bit slow, but in a month or 2, you can start picking up traction, and obviously you should be able to make $100 a day if you're putting in the work and you rank your gigs and your services well. So let's get them out of the way. They're kind of a beginner stuff. Most people know that, but I had to throw them in here because they still are one of the best ways to make $100 a day as a broke individual or a starter. So now that we got those 2 out of the way, let's get into the cool stuff. Now, I got 2 great suggestions for you here that we're gonna go over. And the second one right here, I'm gonna actually show you the whole business model right here in about maybe 30 seconds to a minute. You can take this and you can make a lot of money doing it. I don't have the time to necessarily do this anymore, but you can take this and I promise you can make $100 a day doing this. So it's your typical dropshipping business model. We're gonna dropship from AliExpress to eBay. How do you do that? Essentially by differentiating yourself from other people doing the same thing. Drop shipping from AliExpress to literally anywhere. You're going to do it from AliExpress to eBay, but this is mainly for those, in urban areas or typically in the United States. Now, there are a lot of different, factories. Some are in the UK. Some, I believe there are some in Spain and Germany, and some are, there might have been Australia and Canada I saw sometimes too. But most of the time they're in the United States. So this goes for those US people that are watching. This is really, really going to help you out. So what you do is you come in here and you go to any, any category essentially on AliExpress. So we're just going to go to bags and shoes, for example, men's backpacks, just to give you an example. And what you do is you go to this little ship from drop down menu and you say ship from United States. Now, if I'm in the United States and I want to drop ship this product to someone in the United States, the #1 problem with drop shipping is that 20-day window. If you're doing e-packet, that 12 to 20 days, people don't want to wait 12 to 20 days in this Amazon Prime world that we live in, to get their stuff. So how do you solve that problem? Well, you click this drop-down menu and you look for somewhere that is close to you. So obviously, if you're in the United States, this works well. Like I said, I've seen it in the UK and I've also seen it in Canada, and I believe I've seen some Germany, Spain, and Australia as well here and there too. So if I were going to drop ship this, well, what would happen is I would set literally this backpack up. It says $7.99 to about $17.25, and I might set this backpack up, take the pictures and everything, write my own copy for it, so my own description, literally make a new title. And I'm not going to copy this, like this and copy the, the specs. Don't do that. But you're going to want to make like a nice written copy, for your description, a nice title that outlines basically what that is. Take the pictures, slap them on eBay, and then obviously when someone buys, you simply put their information into AliExpress and it ships it out that way. That's the easiest way to make $100 a day as a beginner if you're not doing Fiverr and Upwork, hands down. Obviously, you don't have to spend any upfront money. You just list it on eBay, and a lot of times you can get free listings on eBay, when you're first starting out and stuff. So that's a great solution to that problem. Now, you don't just have to do this backpack or any backpack. You can go to another one. Let's go to another example really fast. So let's go to, let's go back up to related categories. We'll go to, let's go back to home. This time we'll go to cell phones and accessories. And let's go to wallet cases. Why not? And we're once again going to drop down ships from the United States. It's going to sort it for us. We're going to pick one of these that we feel like we can upsell on eBay. So this one's $284. Probably upsell that for about $9.95 on eBay relatively easily. So what I'm going to do is I would take this picture, I would write a new title for this that obviously describes it really well, and I'd write some good copy that has keywords stuffed in there but reads well, and kind of converts, and I would put this on eBay maybe for $9.95. Then every single time somebody buys that off eBay, I don't have to invest any money in initial inventory because AliExpress is holding my inventory. It also ships from the US, so it ships to customers relatively quickly. And then, as soon as someone buys from my eBay listing, guess what? I turn around and I buy this from AliExpress and I ship it to their address. It's that simple. That's how you can make $100 a day. That's method number 2. Moving on now, method number 3 is start your own agency. Now, this is something I've talked about a lot in droves recently, and that's because it is hands down one of the best ways to start a business if you're an entrepreneur that's just getting into it. The reason for that is because it costs $0 to start and there's literally 0 risk involved. Now, you can start an agency based around anything, and the best part about it is it's a skill-based business that most of us are proficient in some of these things. I'm going to go through some examples with you here in a second. Most of us are proficient in one of these things, if not a couple of them, so we can sell our expertise, our skill, to other people that might not be as proficient or advanced in that. And on top of that, even if you don't have a skill in any one of these or can't think of an agency, you can go out and learn. SEO, for example, you can go out and learn SEO relatively quickly in about a week or 2, and then obviously be more advanced in like a month or 2, and literally sell that skill to people for thousands of dollars every single month. You can turn that into an entire business. Not only have I done it, not with SEO, but some of these I'm going to go through in a second with you, but people do it every single day, and these are all skills that, guess what? The majority of companies, if not every single company out there, needs. So you can go out and sell this skill in exchange for money. So we're going to go through a couple examples here. Obviously, number one that we're all familiar with, Tai Lopez made it really famous lately, and that's social media marketing. Now, I started my entire business with social media marketing, and I had 2 clients, something I've talked about a lot in droves recently. Great business to start. You can still get into that relatively easily. And guess what? The majority of us are proficient at social media, so you can sell that to companies. Another great example, Facebook ad agency. Maybe a Google ad agency if you're good at running ads on Facebook, if you're good at running Google ads or Bing ads or even, YouTube ads, anything like that, you can definitely sell that skill to a business because I promise you they want that skill. On top of that, web design agency. If you know anything about web design, if you can design a website, if you can create a website, there's so many businesses out there that are looking for web designers and people that can build websites for them, and other entrepreneurs that are looking for that skill as well. And even if they have a website, you can go to them and you can do, give them a couple tips to improve their website, and guess what? Charge them a commission or charge them a commission for anything that converts a little bit more. You can also redesign their website, stuff like that. There's a million different ways. I'm running through this fast because I want to give you like the meat and potatoes of the entire business model. I don't want to give you step by step, this is how you do it and this is how you don't. If you have any questions on any one of these, drop them down in the description below. I actually did build websites for people when I was first starting out as well. I charged $500, then that moved to $750, and then I was getting close to $1,000 when I actually stopped doing that. But you can do that, and guess what? You can charge $1,000 to build a website, and we all know that in this drag and drop website creation world, it might take you 2 to 3 days max to do a hardcore, in-depth website. and you just made $1,000. So that's a great example. You could also set up sales funnels. If you know anything about like, click funnels, set up a click funnel for somebody, for other entrepreneurs, even like me, I am looking for skills like that. Now, obviously I understand how to set up click funnels, but that just gives you another example. Another example might be a copywriting agency or even an SEO agency, but it doesn't have to be surrounding entrepreneurship or online business skills. You can start an agency on literally anything. So I always go back to the soccer agency example because it kind of just expands your mind and lets you know that you can sell a skill or an expertise to anyone if you're good at it and people are looking for it and there's a market for it. So people always give me this pushback. How can you start a soccer agency, Brian? That doesn't even make any sense. Well, guess what? I remember when I was younger, there was this soccer agency, and I put agency in quotes on purpose because you're just simply selling your soccer expertise or training. So you can sell that to parents that are looking for their kids to improve, and get college scholarships. You can sell that to teams as a whole. If you can train people, you can sell that as an agency skill. So this UK elite literally used to train our soccer team for like thousands of dollars when I was like 10. And they do this all across the US. I know that for a fact. And they're still around today. And guess what? They are a soccer agency. Now they position themselves as people from the UK that are good at soccer because if you know anything about if you're from the United States, most, kids and parents from the US don't really identify us as soccer professionals, so if you can kind of come from like the foreigner aspect, then obviously you kind of get a little bit more credibility, so to speak. But guess what? These guys are killing it as a soccer agency, so don't tell me that you can't do that. At the end of the day, you saying you can't is just an excuse. It just depends on whether or not you're going to take action or if you just want people to think you're going to take action. Another 3 examples really fast, just rolling through. Editing agency, if you can edit videos, I guarantee you there's a lot of YouTubers just in general, not just YouTubers, just people or businesses across the board that could use that skill. On top of that, maybe you're good at video recording, you could start a videography agency. If you're good at photography, start a photography agency. Whew, I need a breather. I've said a lot in a short period of time, but that is literally the top 3 ways that you can make $100 as a broke person today, right here, right now. If you take this and you pick one of these and you take action on it, you can do it, and you can do it fairly quickly. I promise you that. So I've done a lot of these. I've done the first one. I was on Fiverr. I was on Upwork. Never really sold anything, but I was on Fiverr and sold a lot of things on Fiverr. I know it's possible, and I know it's still possible. I've drop shipped from AliExpress to eBay. I've also drop shipped in a number of other forms and fashions. And on top of that, I started a social media marketing agency, and it was successful when I was doing it. I've also designed websites for other people, and I know a little bit about SEO as well. So I'm telling you, I'm not just saying these things. I've done them too. If you're looking to make $100 a day, pick one of those. They're your best bets. Drop a comment down below. If you have any questions on anything, hit that like button and let me know that I'm on the right track. I genuinely appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.